I'm struggling trying to get free. I was about out of it. I couldn't breathe. I was choked out.
Charles Hickman is now 39 years old, but he thought that day, October 17th, 2002, would be his last. Charles Hickman was raised by his father, Joe, who taught him to treat people the way he wants to be treated.
Person not responsible for what color they are, you know. I've always taught all of my kids that.
In 2002, Charles found work as a sandblaster at CCSI, Commercial Coating Services in Conroe, Texas.
From day one, it started out like any other job, try to get in there and get to know people, get the feel of the job.
He was the only black person among 100 employees.
The second day I worked there, I started getting harassed. They would call me nigger, they would call me puto, chongo.
Co-workers, even supervisors, joined in the harassment. But in the fall of 2002, the abuse took a dangerous turn.
Someone decided that they were going to create a noose and then hang it up in the warehouse in full display for everyone to see.
Rudy Sustaita is an attorney at the EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission in Houston.
And it was made of a very yellow, vibrant color, nylon.
It was there like for a couple of days. I noticed, and then it wasn't there anymore.
That day was October 17th, 2002. Attorney Charles Peckham describes what happened to his client in the noisy factory.
One of his co-workers walked by him with the noose, and of course it was loud, so Charles really couldn't hear what was said, but he was holding the noose and was pointing at Charles and laughing.
Near the end of Charles's shift, his supervisor told him that someone was looking for him and was in the bathroom.
I walked to the door. That's when they grabbed me, put the noose around my neck, and started choking me with it.
The man who actually brandished the noose, a white co-worker, was John Rubaleski.
Once it got around my neck, it tightened. That's what everybody was coming in. They was just really weren't trying to do anything to help. They were just standing up watching.
Rubaleski and the others left him gasping for breath on the bathroom floor.
I don't know if something happened. I was spitting up blood quite a bit. So no one tried to help, nothing.
He felt defeated and destroyed, but Charles Hickman went back to work.
He has 5 kids and a wife. He's got a family to support, and so he continued working there.
I was taking his wife to work. She said, they hung Charles on the job. I said, they who hung him? She said, them white people hung him. I said, them white folks hung that boy? She said, yeah. I said, where he at now? He gone to work.
Joe Hickman turned his car around and went to get his son.
You know, you spend your whole life, you know, raising the family up, trying to teach them the right thing. And then you got some idiot that will come and do something like that, you know, and it devastate the whole family.
Together, father and son pressed charges. Kevin Pullum, a lieutenant with the Texas Rangers, began interviewing witnesses.
They knew that Mr. Rubaleski had the noose and had taken it into the bathroom, and that Mr. Hickman had entered the bathroom a short time later. And out of concern, one or more of those people entered the bathroom to check and saw that the event was occurring.
Pullum also took a sworn statement from Rubaleski, who had been fired a week after the noose attack.
He did say that he guessed, you know, it probably could have been considered racially motivated. He said because it wouldn't have had the same effect had he placed the noose on a white person's neck.
Rubaleski, on parole for a prior felony conviction, pleaded no contest to misdemeanor assault. He served 9 months. Meanwhile, Charles Hickman asked the EEOC to sue on his behalf.
His supervisor, when he was clocking in, told him something to the effect that they were going to take him out in the woods and bury him up to his neck.
Once again, John Rubaleski would have to explain why he put a hangman's noose around a black man's neck.
I figured, you know, my man, you know, he's got a real cool, you know, personal demeanor and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, just that one time, I was like, you know, I'm gonna phone with him too, and I didn't think about it.
It takes on the connotation of lynching and just the worst form of discrimination, racism, violence, and anger, and hatred.
Facing a substantial civil judgment, the owners of CCSI sold the company. In March 2006, the new owners settled with Hickman and the EEOC for a record $1 million.
The company was also to plant a tree on their premises with a plaque that said Charles Hickman, dedicated employee.
CCSI refused to comment about the case. Charles Hickman hasn't worked since the attack.
I think about it every day. Every day, because it should have never happened, but it happened, and you can't turn it back.
Up next,
a swastika drawn on the door.
Behind the scenes with a hate crimes detective.
Shibuya, Mississippi, October 12, 1942. The bodies of two black 14-year-olds lay on the ground, the nooses still around their necks. After confessing to the attempted rape of a 13-year-old white girl, Charles Lang and Ernest Green were dragged from jail and hanged from a railroad bridge. U.S. Attorney General Francis Biddle ordered the FBI to investigate the lynchings, promising a relentless prosecution. No one was ever convicted.